So we're looking at Venn diagrams, how to draw Venn diagrams. So let's have a little look at this one here. Now all this means, look, Venn diagrams are used to illustrate data in an interesting way, an informative way. So this is just taking some information and just pop it into the diagram. So this is it's quite a nice one, this really. So I've got set A, I've got set B, and altogether I've got the numbers 0 to 9. They've all got to go somewhere, so I've got to think about where to go. So the easiest way to do it is just to go through it in order. So start with 0. It's not in set A, it's not in set B, so it needs to go on the outside. And then 1 is in set B, but it's not in set A. 2 is the same. 3 is the same. 4 is in both. So 4, special, it goes in the middle. 5 is in set B. And then 6 is in none of them, so it just goes on the outside. Doesn't matter exactly where it goes on the outside. 7 is in A, but it's not in B, so there's 7. And 8 must be on the outside. And 9 is over here. All right. So what I suggest that you do is have a look at our second one. I would suggest that you just pause it and you could quickly try and fill it in yourself. The same sort of idea. So this time it's numbers. So set A contains the whole numbers greater than 6 but less than 12. So okay, make sure that you just try and fill this in yourself first. So greater than 6, less than 12. That means it's not 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, and it's less than 12. So it means it's not 12. Set B contains the whole numbers greater than 2 but less than 10. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Less than 10. It doesn't include it. So now we're going to put this into a Venn diagram. And we've got the numbers 1 to 15. So again, just go through in order. So 1, 2, they're all outside. And then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the middle, 8, 9, 10, 11. Because I've got a very systematic approach, life is much easier. 12, 13, 14, 15. There you go. Look, how long does that take? Not very long at all. All right. Now, the questions about Venn diagrams, sometimes it's about putting some information like that into a Venn diagram and just doing it in a very systematic way. Sometimes, or most Venn diagram questions tend to be about numbers of things. So here we go. Look, we've got in a class there are 8 children who play football and hockey. So again, try and just sort of pause it quickly and fill it in yourself. A good approach on this is just to fill in what we can straight away. So 8 children who play football and hockey. So that's that number. 7 children who do not play football or hockey. So think about where they go. Those 7 are on the outside. They're part of the class, but they're on the outside. Now, this is the bit that people make a mistake on. It says 13 children play hockey. Do I put 13 here? This whole circle is hockey. So the total of this circle must be 13. 8 of them are already there. So 13 take away 8. There's 5. So actually 5 is going to go there. And then the same's over here for football. It says 19 play football. So the circle is 19. 19 doesn't go here. 11. So then the total is 19. And now you can also work out, you might have a question saying like, how many people are in the class. There you go. You can just add them up. There you go. Right, let's have a look at one a little bit harder. Okay. Most GCSE questions are like this. And then they will probably ask you some probability based on these as well. That's going to be next lesson. All right. So let's have a look at one a little trickier. Now, we're going to have a little read through this. You might want to pause it and have a quick go yourself, first of all. Okay, so we've got all members of a group of 30 teenagers. They belong to at least one club. There are 3 clubs: chess, drama, and art. Now, it doesn't actually tell me to draw a Venn diagram here. And sometimes that's a problem. Sometimes it's just knowing to draw a Venn diagram. It doesn't say draw one. I've got some questions down underneath, but life would be a lot easier if I just quickly draw myself a Venn diagram. So I'm going to quickly draw that. Now this time there are 3 clubs, so that's going to be 3 circles. So if we're just going to quickly sketch 3 circles. There you go. So we've got 1, and we're going to have 2 and 3, and then we should box it, and then we're going to start filling in the information. There we go. Okay, right, so what was the information that we had? Right, 3 clubs are chess, drama and art. So if we call 1 chess and drama and art. Alright, there we go. Those are 3 clubs that they go to. There's 30 altogether, so I'm just going to put 30 just there. You might see sometimes on some of these questions you get some odd sort of notation there. Don't worry about it. We'll talk about that later. Right? So there's 30 in the whole group. I'm just putting that there just as a little reminder for myself. Now, what's a good idea is that as you work through, kind of tick things off. Okay. Now, it's important to. It says that they belong to at least one club. So there's something. It tells me something else. It tells me that nobody is there. Nobody's on the outside. They belong to at least one. So they're always going to be in one of these, those 30. Right, so what does it say? 6 of the teenagers belong to only the art club. So that's that one. I'm going to take that off. 5 of the teenagers belong to all 3 clubs. In there. Okay, remember you can keep pausing this. Alright. There you go. Just tick them off as you go. 2 of the teenagers belong to the chess and art clubs, but not to the drama club. So 2 of the teenagers belong to chess and art, but not to the drama club. So that's that one. There we go. 15 of the teenagers belong to the art club. Now this is where you could make a mistake. 15 of the teenagers belong to the art club. Remember, that's not going to be 15. What does it tell me? It tells me this whole circle here, this whole group is 15. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So therefore that must be 2. That's what that tells me. 2 of the teenagers belong only to the chess club. 2 of the teenagers belong only to the chess club. So there's that one. So it looks like loads here, but if we just go through in a really systematic way, we can do this. 3 of the teenagers belong only to the drama club. 3 of the teenagers belong only to the drama club. There we go. So we filled in that last piece of information there. Now, the bit that's missing is here. What else did we know? We know that there's 30 altogether. So we can work this out. So if we know that everything adds up to 30. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20. So that actually must be 10. Okay? That's because that was much higher than everything else. Might be worth just double checking it. It is 30. Right. Now we can go back and now we can answer the other questions. How many of the group belong to the chess club and the drama club, but not the art club? That's the bit that we've just answered, 10. All right, so the question is trying to get you to kind of highlight the right bits in there. Okay, so that's 10. There we go. And how many of the group belong to each club? So how many in chess? 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So there was 19 altogether there for chess. And drama, 15, 20. And I think we've already got art, haven't we? 15. Right? That was one of the bits of information that we were told. Okay, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There we go. All right. So it looks complicated, but if you just go through in a really systematic way, it's not too bad. Right. So you're going to have a go at trying a few, see how you get on, and then the next lesson we'll look at some probabilities from these, and maybe some conditional probability as well. Okay, I might introduce you to a little bit of new notation as well. All right, so have a go doing some questions.